EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Indianapolis Colts.
Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
No gain.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson going up top. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. You know, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
It really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A gain of 7.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the third down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football and got to him and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. He finds an opening past the 40. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Yeah, nobody leaked. Big play. The 1st down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. And it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry now. This is Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And 9.
Hey, Mike.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Ravens.
Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's second down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On second down at 4, Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It brings up
so much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun is Eason. Looking deep for Hilton. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Intended for T.Y.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Eason. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
This is fielded at the 27. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 34.
First down, Ravens.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up fourth. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you can see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore first down.
Now, that was a designed run. Now, remember, if a quarterback goes feet first, he's protected. But if he dives head first, he's not. On that play, he figured.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. This time, Jackson will throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. Right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it first and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
Second and goal.
At the Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. He may try to run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards on the keeper, and it's fourth down. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make our score 9-0. So that one is his third of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, but 6? Let's hope we don't get that again, please. Can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll be in search of their initial points in the contest, trailing 9-0 as they begin with a first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He was brought down by...
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the gun on third down. Eason, and a throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Jackson.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's
The second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And going, and this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Miles Boykin, as the first half is winding down, as the Ravens push further out in front. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
makes the score Ravens 16, Colts nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's
and for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. .
14 seconds, all that's left of this first half as they come up on first down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
2-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Eason off the play fake. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, and it's 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Eason looking for Campbell downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Eight yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we see both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. but for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
At the 24-yard.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
There are a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on third down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Eason over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go with Williams. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. That's out to the left, flat and complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Darnell Mooney.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back to Taylor on first down. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. From the gun, Eason. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Eason. He finds Taylor, complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Eason. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
They'll take over 1st down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you expect it to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. That's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Still searching for that first interception in this game, and down on the scoreboard. Remember, they won last week, and a big reason why they had 3 picks.
And one characteristic I've always noticed about great defenses is that they want to be the ones that have a huge impact on the game and actually lead their teams to victory. So you just noted 3 interceptions last week, and they won. And a little extra pressure that they're feeling right now because they haven't gotten those interceptions in this game, and they're losing.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
It's just me and you. You go tight. You go 17, 10 more. Yeah, check. Hey, Mike.
They run once more with Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a give to Taylor. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction.
A 3-yard loss on the play. It's 4th down.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jalen Ferguson. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Operating from the gun. Jackson. This is caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 19 yards on the pickup there. And now they'll have it 1st and goal. And And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
No question, he's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this, and in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
Jackson going to throw quickly here, complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, Doug. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. Has a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 5-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
We got to step it up. Check. Crunch. Check your hot read.
Again, it's Taylor. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Back at the 1-yard line.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Justin Tucker.
But they didn't have their normal cushion there in order to punt the ball away. It leads to a lot of anxiety for the team kicking the football.
But for the punter, you know that you've got to get rid of that quickly there. Not quick enough.
And also, not stepping behind you and stepping over the end line for a safety. That one gets blocked, and it's 6 points.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run up 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Taylor. And some room to roam now. And he is finally brought down at the Ravens 20. A big gainer there on 3rd and 5. And even 50 yards on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
Blue dead. 70 Lions.
Eason on 2nd down. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero.
His kick is good.
You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And they will take a knee here.
Jackson on the keeper. A loss of a yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Ravens, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. Way back then, you claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich, then went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. How did the lady go miss? Her she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm, she caught up.
me a thing, how I got her, how I did it, yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast, can I kick it? Even with a sprain,